Welcome friends, hello, good evening, hi, bienvenue, salut, whatever. Good to see you guys. Why is the game not starting? It is starting. Bacon, hello, and it's totally alright, you know, if you gotta go, you gotta go. No worries about that. I saw you over just earlier at Colwood stream and I understood that you have to go to bed, so no worries. No problem at all. We are continuing today with Metal Gear 2. Yesterday we got stuck a little, but I unblocked the situation by finding out what door we have to go through. There was seemingly a door that I missed on my playthrough. I don't know if I missed it always or if we went through it a long time ago and then I just wiped it out of my memory and forgot about it. Anyways, we know where to go. By the way, I changed my sound settings. I think I caused a sound problem based on the setup that I have for streaming. So if you see my character and I'm shooting now, you can hear the shooting sound. And I think you couldn't hear that shooting sound earlier. I expect that this was the reason why you could earlier not hear the knocking. I guess it was somehow in a channel that was not working, so I can investigate this tomorrow and the next days more, but for now I have the feeling that my sound my sound setup was responsible for not having all the needed effects. I think it's 7 or 8. Yeah, now you even hear this cleaner thing. And the door. Yeah. The sound is now much better, so I think something got swallowed by my sound earlier. By my configuration. Whoa, this guy's looking over here. Okay, he's gone. Okay, anyways, we have to make it back to the middle area and then join over to the first building. We're doing pretty well. Dude, just turn. Oh my god, the controls are really terrible in this game. How can anyone see me? They should die instantly when they walk in. Okay, that should work. We do need a ration. Man, we have a gigantic life bar by now, so we had really several level ups already. Take one of those. Now this was what we knew. So we were at the third building, or the third camp. We were at the camp in the north, and to get back to the middle part, to the second building, which is the tower, we had to use this truck. And now we're getting set up at the entrance of the second building, which is the tower. Now, we didn't know exactly how to progress now backwards to the first building of the game. But I figured it out with a little bit of help today and yesterday. And there is a very specific door that we have to find. By the way, you can also hear that now. Yeah, the sound is a little different. Also the sounds from shooting and hitting something, so the sound is much better now. I don't know, it's weird that it didn't work earlier. And this is the exact door that we're looking for. So you can see here, there's a door. It was not so much away anymore. But now, I know. Oh, shit. I think the alarm should be gone now. No? Okay, it's gone. So this was where we fought the helicopter. Got him! I have to be a little careful because of the mines here, so we'll pick them up while crouching. Okay. And now we could go to the left, back to the base as we're supposed to, but I want to go here. So I want to find out what is here. I'm afraid there is something here, like a secret or so, and I want to see what this is. Sometimes also a secret in Metal Gear Solid is actually the regular way and not a secret. But we'll see about that and we'll find out. Whoopsie. No? No, it doesn't seem that way. And this is so annoying. This is so annoying. This is trial and error at its worst. It's like, there's no way you could make this any worse than it already is. But you could make it instant death, probably. That would be even worse. But it's generally really poorly done. This is really a piece of shit. I'm sure there's some way upwards. Don't remember exactly where it was, but I think it was up here, no? No, was it? Down, maybe? Okay, we're about to die, no? Oh my god, this is... Okay, here is the way up. It was somewhere here, yeah, it was here, okay. Okay, now the question is, can we open this door finally? 8, 9... Seems like we cannot open this door. Oh, we can, cool. Now where the fuck are we? This door never opened before. Ever. Where the hell is this? I know where this is, but... Where does this go to? I'm so confused. Let's see where this goes to. I have no clue. I know where this is. This is a locked off area in the northeast of the facility. But I don't know where this gets us. Let's see where this goes. Where are we going? Oh no, really? Come on, really? It's the same shit, it's no good. That's not helping at all. That sucks. Okay, we have to make that trip another time. It won't be too hard, but still, it's all annoying. Okay. Well, I don't know, maybe that helps us later to cross this faster. I'm not sure it really helps because... Yeah, I'm not sure it really helps. Shut up, dude. Find it funny that they walk over the mines and nothing at all happens. Like, oh no, I was wrong, something happens. They do die, that's cool. Okay, back to the main base. There we go, and we're back in the main base. I think we can exchange our key cards 7, 8, 9 for a master key card that does all three at once. Should be next to here. Yeah, perfect, we got him. We're really getting better at the game. Let's see, maybe it's, I guess it's 9. Yep. Makes only sense if it's 9. Picked up green card. Master card that replaces cards 7 through 9. Okay, so we have 1 to 3, 4 to 6, and 7 to 9. That's cool. Okay, makes it much easier to go through the key cards. Now, where do we go? Where are still doors that we haven't visited yet? Good question. Thanks, man. Couldn't see that coming. I think... I think this room is just there to show you an overview of the map. So left you can see the building with 4 levels and 2 underground levels. Then you can see the tower where we can be at level 1, 10, 20 and 30 for the roof. And then you can even see on the right another part which is the final area. So now we have to go up with the elevator and check for new areas. I don't care, it's okay. Okay, everything is safe again. Nice. Ah no, we don't have to go to level 2. That was pretty useless. Yep. Level 3. I think we have to go to level 4. I think 3 we also investigated fully. So it must be level 4 where we... Yeah, this is an area where we've been, but we haven't seen everything here. And with the new keycards that we have, it should be rather easy to investigate. What do we have here? The fuck is that? What the fuck did he push? What the hell was that? Picked up Konami Paradigm? Oh no, it stopped. What the fuck is the Konami Paradigm? I don't understand. Dude, this annoys me. I just wanted to check, there was the medicine, so there is no more medicine. I guess that means there is no... You cannot get a cold anymore, or what? Okay, there's nothing here, cool, so... Okay, everybody's dead, that's kind of funny, the whole infirmary is empty. Oh, there's a... I didn't see that door, what the fuck is this door? Oh my god, I really missed a lot on this area. What is this? Oh shit. Is that a sauna? I think that's a sauna. Wait a minute. Bruges, it's embossed with the seal of Zanzibar land. Its use is unknown. Well, this is a key now, but where do we have to use the key? Do we have to use the key now on the other side? You know, in the safe? I remember that it changes with heat and cold. Well, with heat and cold, so the question is, does it change back when we go cold? Or doesn't it change back? And what actually happening is, you know, does it have another form with cold or not? That's something I'm not aware of, so. Okay, anyway, let's go back. Or we wanna go back now ASAP. It's still the same, okay. Dude. Still the same. Okay, we have to hurry. Probably we have to hurry to go. Oh, maybe that can help us, right? I think this will be faster. Shit, can we catch that? I'm afraid we cannot catch that. I don't know what it was. I think I still didn't catch it. I'm always pressing a button and then it doesn't show up. So still we have a key there. We have to go to level 1. And then I'm afraid if we go to the water we'll be cold. And therefore the key will change back. So let's not do that. I'm pretty sure that Kojima paid attention to that. And it doesn't work. We have to go 2 up and then 1 down. 1 up, 2 up. And 1 down. Here we go. The key is still there. Nice. Okay, now we have to get as fast as possible through the north back to the area that we have to go to. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I want to go fast, so... As long as the key looks the same, I don't care if there's an alarm or not. Key is still good. Nice. Okay, now let's go over the Hindfield to level 2. And then we'll go... I mean, we could go through the jungle now and take the other route, but I'm really afraid that we'll drop into the water, and that in the water, because Kojima is so cool, that the key will go cold and will go back to the previous form. So I would say we'll not do that. Dev, having fun yet? Hey, Dev, welcome, welcome. Yes, actually, I'm, you know, with a little bit of knowledge that I have from Metal Gear Solid 1 and getting used to this game, it's actually more fun. I just went into a room that was a sauna, and guess what? The key transformed. You can see now I have now this key. It's now a real key. It was transformed because we went into a very hot room. Everybody who played Metal Gear Solid 1 knows about the PAL key and how that works, so it's similar. It's cool. Yeah, it's like, you know, the game is pretty cool and shows, I feel like Metal Gear Solid is basically a 3D remake of this game. Because so many ideas that you see here are again in Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid, and maybe done even a lot better or so, but you clearly see already the ideas in this game, which is cool. I like it. It's really a piece of history. We need, I think, this one. No? This one? No, this one? Oh, yeah. And what about you? Everything alright so far? Everything alright? This weekend, it's ending sadly soon. For me, earlier than for you. I'm on the last minutes of the weekend. No! The key's back. Holiday for me tomorrow? Yeah, I went food shooting already. Okay. Okay, cool, nice. Is it like a regular holiday for everyone, or you took a day off? So the key transformed back. So it doesn't work this way. What do we have to do then? It's a state holiday, so not all states have it. Okay. Yeah, it's same in Germany. We also have different bank holidays, but we also have different vacation periods for school vacation. So kids in different states have different vacations overall. It's all shifted in between the states. Man, this is loud. The sound is pretty cool. It's really sad. I have to admit I fucked it a little bit up because of my streaming setup. It seems not all the sounds have been recorded, and now we finally hear all the sounds. And what do? We have to find... I know it's a Kojima game, it's not clear what to do. I don't know if we have to be faster or if we have to find another heat source. Or... I would say we go back to the fourth floor there and see what we find. Maybe we should make a save game up here, so in case we fuck it up, we can load it again. Shit. It was a little late. I wanted to save time. Too much time. Alright, let's go. So we're going again to the fourth floor, and... I mean, is it possible that we have to use the brooch in the heat version key on the same level? I mean, it's not unrealistic. You know, if it doesn't hold so long, maybe we have to use the key here somewhere. I think it's a possibility. What was that noise? I don't care about the alarm. Let's just go. Oh well. I think it's like after playing this game for what, 8-9 hours, I feel like already like a Metal Gear Solid expert. When I played Metal Gear Solid, I was entering each room very carefully, being like super slow and precise, and still triggering the alarm and being in trouble anyway. While I see some speedrunners that just run through and shoot and hit people and flip them over and never trigger the alarm. So I feel like that a little bit now. Like I'm running through. I just shot some guy and it works. All right, level 4. They've been to the infirmary, and there we found the sauna. Where we can change the key. Maybe we should go there again. And then we try to find out if there's anything else relevant on this floor. What is at the bottom here? Man, those manicas are stressful. If you catch a cold, go to the infirmary, they'll give you some medicine. Wanna know a secret? You know Gustava's brooch? It changes shape when you put it in the sauna or in the freezer. So there is 3 states. There is regular temperature, there's sauna, and there's freezer. Or, I guess so. Because we already had sauna, but it feel like it's not doing much. Let's see on this side. Any doors we can... Oh, yeah. Gustava's locker is the one in the upper row, all the way to the right. She always uses it when she comes out of the sauna. Wait a minute. So, her key probably works coming out of the sauna. So we have to go in the sauna. Is the one in the upper row all the way to the right? I think I know where it is. I think it's from the area that we've been earlier to. What is down there? Is anything here? Oh, there is. Hey kiddo. The grown-ups always stand at attention when they hear the national anthem. It's one of their weird rules. I don't understand, but okay. I don't understand what that means. Got him! So it'll be a close one. Man, the thing was flying, but it was too slow. I think these are the lockers, right? So, upper row to the right, no? Just die, dude, and don't be annoying. Let's go. Let's move it. I don't care. We'll have to hurry up. We don't have time for this. Let's go right into the sauna. Ah shit! It's the dark room, man. It's kind of funny that the enemies see us. You know what? We'll just punch the switch. So what? Yeah. Can we go in there? Oh, cool. We can go into the bed. Cool. Okay, let's open up here. Okay, we're in the sauna and the key should form. Okay, let's give it a minute. This is a bug. Where is this guy coming from? If you look at the radar, you can see that in the square above us, north from us, there is no guard. Still, this guy suddenly appears. See, and now he's walking. He should appear in the square above us. And he's not appearing. Yeah, that's a bug. I mean, that's a limitation, but it sucks. Anyways, we got the key. It's time to go out of the sauna and open the locker. There's already a few soldiers back here, so we gotta hurry. Okay, we made that. Was close. Let's get this guy. Upper row to the right, so the key should work on this one. Yes! Nice. Picked up cassette tape. Cassette tape. The cassette tape found in Gustava's locker contains a recording of the Zanzibar land's national anthem. The kid told us whenever the soldiers hear the Zanzibar land's national anthem, they're staying at attention. So we can use that to sneak by somewhere or so. Okay, anyway, we got this one. So now I have the feeling we have used the key in its hot form. So probably now we have to change the key to the cold form and find a way how to get that. Maybe we have to insert the key in the cold form. Nice. In the other lock at where we killed the professor or the doctor or whatever. Okay. Oh shit. Shut up. Have to hurry a little bit. Shit. Ah, cool, worked. Okay, kiddo. There's only one bathroom here. It's on the southeast side of this floor. I'm too scared to go there at night. Okay. Good. Yeah, this is the last door. We've been here before. Maybe we have to investigate a little more. Yep. If you catch a cold, go to the infirmary. Yep, we understood that. Yeah, this is a room that... Oh, wasn't there even a... I think there was even a trapdoor. I think you have to go where the kid is. There's a bunch of soldier manicas in there. I think you have to walk to the very bottom of this. There's one soldier here. I think it's this guy. Yes, this was the soldier. Sniped! So I can see 3 soldiers here. It's difficult to make it because they're... This is one. You can see on the map they are the flickering dots. So I don't know about the left one, but the upper one is this one. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if it does anything if we snipe the last one. Last one should be this. Okay, now they're all dead. The rest are all just puppets or manicas. Uh-huh. So we've been here before, but there was not much really. What is this though? I'm a little afraid that will trigger an alarm here. I really don't want that. See if the guy walks up or right, maybe it would be better. What do you want, man? Go up. Alright. Oh shit. Okay, got him! There's another one to the right here. Let's check it out. Got him! Okay, we've not been here. What is this? Picked up bucket. Are we now starting to clean the toilets or what? There is lockers. I don't know if the key card works. No. Probably not. There is the woman's bathroom. A women's bathroom. A metal bucket used for cleaning bathrooms. Looks pretty solid. Its use is unknown. Is there some kind of storage room, maybe with a freezer? That would be perfect, because we're looking for something like that. I think we do need a key. We do need a freezer for changing the key to something that we can use. Where is their freezer? We found the sauna, which is clearly for the transition of warmth, but the transition of cold. You maybe have to swim in the water for a longer time? Maybe that helps. Can we use this elevator? Yes. Okay, I don't want to go back all the time because it's useless running around in circles, so we'll put an extra save here. And in case we realize close to the end that nothing worked and we have to come back to this building, we're going to use this save. Just thinking, is there any other room that I missed? In this building, level 4 is what we are. Level 3. No. Level 2. No. Level 1? No. Alright, let's try. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, we can go to B3 here. Is there maybe a freezer here? Whoa. Oh shit. Oh, cool. Oh shit. Oh no, it's okay. Maybe here? No. Oh, this could kill us. No. Whew, these things are a little stressful because if they touch you, it's game over immediately. No, there's nothing else. Wait, but that's... what was that? B3, B2, B1. Is it 1? Where is this? This was where the guy was locked in. Okay. Sure. We took that. This was where the guy had to take a bathroom break, and he actually communicated with Grey Fox in order to set up the trap that Gustavo got killed. It was here. There's nothing here, is there? No. I don't like this. This brings us nowhere, practically. This is it's not a good idea. You know, we'll load the data. This area down here is no good. It doesn't do anything for us. Let's load up instead. No. Level 4. Yeah, I'm wondering, is there no fridge anywhere? Like, did we check? I think there is. I just realized there's one thing that we haven't investigated, so that's very annoying. I hope there is nothing, but I can't say. There's, I think, only we have to go there. In the restaurant, there is one space that is right up that we didn't check. And the chance that there is something is very, very small. But it's the only room that we haven't checked here, so I see no other way than just going there now and making sure that we didn't miss anything. There's one thing we haven't checked. I hope that's not it, so I have to keep searching. Okay, so there's one thing I haven't checked, so I hope it's that one, so the search is over. I agree on your statement. Maybe I should have put it in the opposite way. Would make more sense. I mean, it feels kind of stupid. If you look for everything, you just skip one thing and that is the solution. Whoa! Oh man, I hate this thing. But yeah, I get your point. I mean, in the end, it counts that we get the solution. So that's more important. I should get over it. Okay, let's go. There's one guy here. Whoop, got him. And now we have... It's cool that it's 3 random guys. Every time the blinking spot is somewhere else. Well, I wanted to say, except if it can be stupid that it's randomly somebody who looks at you. That would be really stupid. And it's exactly what it is. Nice. Man, this game. Yeah, exactly how not to do randomness. Okay, we gotta catch this guy. Indeed, there is something. See, this is the only area we didn't investigate. And there is an additional room. There is indeed an additional room that is not even on the map. See, there is nothing right from here. Can't say the game is doing that very well. That is a freezer, isn't it? I guess you can't use them because they're frozen now, huh? And look at this, look at the design. Yeah, look, this key is also done now. This is now. Okay, this was exactly what we're looking for. We found it. And before something goes wrong, we'll save. And then we have to run back as fast as possible to the locker that has the cartridge of Dr. Marv. Now, which is the quickest way to that locker? And probably we shouldn't go through the desert. You know, I'm trying to think like Kojima. If we go through the desert, I guess it will be too hot and the key will melt. So maybe we have to go through the jungle. Let's try to go through the jungle and see what happens. Yep, this is the key. Okay. Okay then, let's go. Let's see how long we take. We have, okay, minute 15. I know we can shortcut this. I'm stupid. Let's go back to the freezer for a minute and just cool it down again. We can go down. Now we can take the shortcut through the sewers. I think it's faster now. Okay, should be good. Let's go. Okay, key is still there. Key is still there. Fuck. Oh my god, that was close. Holy shit. These trapdoors are no joke. They were really unnecessary. I'm really not a fan of those. Wish they would be not in the game. Key is still frozen. Nice. Key is still frozen. One. Key is still frozen. From here we have to go down. Right, it's actually close. It's cool. It's close. Yeah, we just have to go 2 or 3 times left. 3 times left, then down, then to the right, and then we're already in the last location. So there's a guy here that we have to shoot. Okay, we don't have to. Never mind. The key is still frozen. Nice. So we'll go here into the truck. I hope it works with this truck. Last time when we left the truck, automatically the key was reset. So let's see. When we leave the truck, if the key is still okay. The key is still there. Nice. Okay, now we have to get as soon as possible to the locker. Okay. It's not so far, it's pretty quickly. Shit. Well, okay, let's hurry up. Key is still good, still good. Maybe it was a standard key card. I think it was this one. Yep. Key card is still good. And my key is still good. Hurry, dude, we have no time for that. Key is still good, still good. It's a little thrilling. Have to go down. Key is still good. We are so close. Just through the door and then to the key, to the locker. We are so super close. Let's go. Just one more room. And now to the locker. Come on, come on. Yes! Wait, what? What the hell is that? What the hell is going on in the next room? It's like a minefield that's moving. What the fuck? Very strange. I see there's no other way. Let's go in. Maybe we save. I mean, I don't want to save state that shit, but we made it with a key, so we're good. That was a big milestone. What is in the next room? Okay, maybe we need a weapon. Let's take a machine gun. Oh, no saving. We already did that. Come on. Okay. Okay. What? Wait. What? We cannot get up? What the fuck is this? I cannot get up. Let's call the animal guy. Well, it sounds like the highly poisonous Zanzibar hamster. There are 1,183 different species of mice in the world. Hamsters are rodents belonging to the mouse family. They grow to be about 25 to 28 centimeters long and are found across northern Eurasia, and in Iraq. The variety was probably bred to be a house pet. House mice are very cautious creatures. They won't come out of their nests with humans around. Poisonous, not venomous. Oh, okay. Their favorite food is cheese. That's it, cheese. You can use cheese as bait. Do you have any in you? Too bad you're not here. I just ordered pizza myself. Over and out. Dude, I guess one of them has cheese, no? Meatballs. Ham. Beans, meatballs, franks, beef and potatoes. So last time chicken, turkey, spaghetti, cheese. There, it's cheese. Okay, so we need a weapon and we have to... So I do have... But how do you shoot them? I cannot get up. Yo guys, I don't know if you're aware, but never touch a hamster. If you ever touch a hamster, you will instantly die. Dude, what is this shit? Are you crazy? I mean, this hamster touched me and I just died. Oh boy. Oh man. But how do we do that? The problem is that you cannot shoot when you're lying on the floor and you can also not get up. Maybe the logic is that it's like a narrow space. Like, you know, it's like you're super flat on the floor and you cannot get up. Okay, that makes sense, but then how do you attack them? See, like maybe the whole room is just the height of this hole. Then it makes sense that I can't shoot them, but still, what are you gonna do? I don't know what to do. Yeah, I can't get up or shoot. No, I don't know what to do with the cheese. There is cheese here. Grenades? No. I mean, we can try whatever. What do we have? RC missile, maybe? No. RC missile against mice, why not? Can't stand up there, no, the crouch button is not working. Also, when you use the shooting button and you're usually laying, he gets up to shoot automatically. So both are not working. I think it's not possible. Oh man, they're very close. I feel like they're too close. Maybe a gas grenade? No. Maybe a mine? No, also no mine, no. I mean, do we have to make this... Do they have a pattern and we have to go through like... Or... Do we have to... Maybe we have to lure them here with the cheese and then shoot them? I know it's stupid, but maybe it works. Oh my god, it works. This is so crazy. I unselected it, but I guess you have to select the cheese. Yeah, and they're all coming. Oh my god, this is some Kojima level of craziness, really. Okay, we got the cartridge, very nice. Cool. Game cartridge left behind by Dr. Marv. The Oilix microfilm is hidden inside. Cool. Make sure you are careful with supplies. You never know when you will be limited. Thank you, All Day. Thank you, Master All Day. Thank you for this good tip. Hey, All Day, welcome back. I'll recap for you in just a few seconds. We have made it back to the building. There was a door that I missed earlier in building 2, which connects us back to building 1. That was via the desert where we found the helicopter and shut down the helicopter, if you remember. So then we made it back to building 1. We went up, found a way to heat up this key into a key that we can open the locker of Gustava. You know, the woman that gave us this key when she died. Then we were able to open a locker and we got this. We got the tape. Where the hell is the tape? Wait, we don't have the tape anymore. Did we forget to get the tape? Did we die in the meantime? We might have lost the tape. I don't understand it, but we don't have the tape anymore. Anyways, then afterwards we found a freezer. We froze the key. And with the key frozen, we were able to open now this door where we were stuck last time. Got another egg? Nah, we didn't get another egg. Yeah, I don't understand. We used to have here the cassette. Maybe it was because I died and I forgot to take it again. Okay, Snake! 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 He'll never let you get away. He'll use it. He'll use Metal Gear. I have one last gift. For my daughter, Ellen. Oh yeah, dude, I saved your daughter and you try to kill me. You're a piece of shit. Right, in the first game, we freed his daughter from the terrorists. How to destroy the new Metal Gear. Try as I might, I could not reconcile East and West. But Ellen is different. Snake, you must do this for Ellen, the daughter I left behind. How do I destroy Metal Gear? The armor is thinnest on the legs. Use grenades on the legs. It is the only way. What? What? Are we back in the garbage collector or garbage compactor? I bet this was so satisfying opening that. Wait, what? Grey Fox? The final delusion of a senile old man. There's no way to destroy this Metal Gear, Snake. Fox! Where are you? Come on and find out, Snake. Go through that front door. I know where we are. We found... So with this card we can open this door. No? Am I mistaken? Okay, I do not know where we are. But is there some kind of... Let's check. No. Can we open any of these doors? Oh, we can. Okay, we're full with grenades. Nice. Let's stack up on everything. Maybe here also? Ooh, nice. Probably also here a secret. Yep, nice. Ellen, number one fan. Maybe it could be. Would explain something. We saved her in the first game, so maybe she now helps us. Nice, big brain. Gonna make dinner, I shall return. Enjoy your meal, Dev. How do we open this? Not at all? Seems like we don't open this. No, okay. Then, let's go. Equip armor, equip grenades. We'll save. Is that the final fight maybe? I mean, we're fighting Metal Gear. In the last game, Metal Gear was not the final fight. We fought Metal Gear, then we moved one more room, and then we fought Big Boss, and then the game was over. So, maybe. Hope for the best. Let's go! Let's do this! Ah, okay. Key card. That would be the best thing, you know. Okay, Snake, just go to the next door, and then you cannot open this door because you don't have the proper key card. That would be so funny. Like, punked. Okay. Oh wow, that looks better than the first game. That looks impressive. Looks pretty cool. Snake, I am not the same as I used to be, and neither is Metal Gear. I'll show you what fear really is. Prepare to taste defeat. Whoa, 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 whoa. It looks very cool. There's a bar at the bottom. What does that bar mean? I wonder what that bar means. It looks like a health bar. Do we hit something else now, or just keep hitting the legs? Health? Yeah, but it doesn't seem to move very much. I mean, I don't mean my life bar, I mean the white one. Don't mean the red bar. Was that it already? Oh, wow. The cartridge is mine, Snake. Burn in hell. No, that's my cartridge. Wait, what? Wait, I'm burning? What the fuck? I can't... Goggles at display. I can't leave the screen. Wait, call? I don't know what to do, honestly. I'm a little stressed. What is happening? I can remove the things that are... Wait, I can delete the things. Okay, I cannot do anything here. Is it bugged? Okay. Snake, your items are on fire. Throw away all your weapons and equipment. Quickly use... Oh, we'll use this circle button. Okay. But why am I still losing health? I already threw everything away. All your weapons. Still? I feel like this is a little buggy. Because what the hell do we have to do? Ah, we have to use them up, I understand. Okay. So we have to really use up all the rations? That sucks, I had so many. Okay, wow. Okay, that will be hard now. We lost everything. What is there? Whoa. Where am I? The perfect ring for our final battle. Oh, what? A chicken fight? The two greatest rivals in Foxhound. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Fox, I'll beat some sense back into you. Snake, it's time for you to learn why they call me Fox. Well, I beat you, buddy, so... Gray Fox. Real name Frank Jaeger, former member of Foxhound. He was the last man to hold the title of Fox in the Big Boss era, decorated 5 times. Yeah, I know about how good he is, better than anyone else. I fought with him. He's a cold-blooded hunter. Never let his prey escape. Everybody in the unit respected him, looked up to him. That may be, Snake, but do you know about his past? It might help you out. 10 years ago, we were in the mercenary trade. Knew him as Hunter. That's what Jäger means in German. Back then he was involved with some woman from Eastern Bloc. He tried to get her to come over the fence, but it all fell through. Apparently the West wasn't interested in taking her. That's when Frank started to hate the politicos. What was the woman's name? She was an Olympic skater. Her name was Gustava Hefner. Real fine woman, movie star type. Oh man. Wow. Is it true that Jaeger is Hunter? Yes, it's correct. Though we use a different letter for that, like a special character. Gustava Hefner? Snake, if you manage to beat Fox, I'll tell everyone that Solid Snake is the greatest mercenary in the world. Over and out, thank you, but that's not my concern, buddy. That's really not my concern. Your mission is to avoid contact with the enemy. Alright, really. Well, I'll try to avoid contact with the guy that I'm currently a boss fight with. Any news? You should wait 30 minutes after, dude. Any other tips? Maybe Holly as a last... Isn't a good time to talk. Oh, Snake, you're in a boss fight. Well, sorry, but this isn't a good time for me to talk. I'm currently doing my nails. Can we talk later? Sure, no problem. We'll talk when the game is over. Man, this game. Alright, let's beat him. Oh man, he's nearly down. That was so far pretty easy. We're pretty full still. There we go. Hey, Grey Fox, can you hold on while I call 6 people? Of course. Snake, looks like it's finally time for me to give up the title of Fox. Fox, why? I'm not like you, Snake. My situation is more complicated. Big Boss might have been just another CO to you, but he saved my life twice. This was This was way before I joined the unit. The first time I was a half-white living in Vietnam. It was after the war, and half-whites were being sent into forced labor camps. He saved me from that living hell, just like he saved all the children here. The second time was in Mozambique. I was being tortured as a Renamo soldier, and he saved me again. They cut off my ears and my nose. And this is your idea of paying it? And this is your idea of paying him back? No, you've got it wrong. I hate war, just like all the kids here, but I need it. War is all we know. We can't make it back to the normal world. Sorry. We need the battlefield to survive. Big Boss gives us a place to fight. Conflict is in our blood. We can't deny it. I was born on the battlefield and I will die on the battlefield. All I can do is fight, Snake. All I can do is fight. Making people happy, making a woman happy, is something I could never do. You mean? Guess I was always fated to die in action. Rest easy, Fox. Swear I won't turn out like you. Won't turn out like me? I'll have to remember that. Fight hard, Snake. Don't let your fans down. Fans? My fans? It was you, wasn't it? You were the voice on the radio. Call it payback for being so selfish. See you on the other side, Snake. You won't be alone, Frank. Gustava is waiting for you. Gustava? Thank you, Snake. Well, it's a cool story. Yes! We got the cartridge. Over here, Snake. Well, we still have nothing. Over here, Snake. Well, there's one dot on the top, so... Is there more? What's this? Big Boss, you're alive? Snake, welcome to Zanzibar land. I knew you'd come back to me. I came to get rid of the nightmares I've been having for the past 3 years. The nightmares, they never go away, Snake. Once you've been on the battlefield, tasted the acceleration, the tension, it all becomes part of you. Once you've awakened the warrior within, it never sleeps again. You crave ever bigger tensions, ever bigger thrills. As a mercenary, I think you would have realized that by now. You care nothing for power or money or even sex. The only thing that satisfies your cravings is war. All I've done is give you a place for it. I've given you a reason to live. I never would have made you for such a hypocrite, Big Boss. You saw those children, didn't you? Everyone is a victim of war somewhere of the world, and they'll make fine soldiers in the next war. Start a war, fan its flames, create victims, then save them, train them, and feed them back onto the battlefield. It's a perfectly logical system. In this world of ours, conflict never ends, and neither does our purpose, our raison d'être. So there's plenty of job opportunities. Is that what you're trying to say? On the battlefield, you and I are valuable commodities. But back home, we're nothing but dead weight. If we are lucky, we might get the attention of some two-bit journalist from a cheap tabloid. You and I are doomed to remain here until we die like dogs on the battlefield. I've only got one fight left, to free myself from your grip. To rid myself of those nightmares. Big Boss, I will defeat you. It doesn't matter who wins here, our fight will continue. The loser will be liberated from the battlefield, and the winner will remain. And the survivor will live out the rest of his days as a soldier. It doesn't have to be that way. Not like you. I love life. Very well, Snake. I'll release you from your suffering. As your former commander, I'll do you one last favor. I put you out of your misery. I don't need any more favors from you. Really? And just how do you expect to beat me in your condition with no weapon? Never give up. Fight until the end. Always believe you will succeed, even when the odds are against you. Those are your words. Even I make mistakes from time to time. Snake, this will be our final battle. Let's end this once and for all. I had a feeling that I have to make it maybe into those doors. Maybe I have to leave the screen. Hey, there's more stuff, nice. Shit. Let's race a little bit around and grab some stuff that we find here. Okay, that's good. Oh, I have to be really careful. This is acid, right? I think if you walk onto this, you'll be dead. Okay, I think this is the final boss fight. Oh, there's some doors. Hey, what's in here? Card 6. Okay. Do I have to use card 6? Shit. No, not card 6. Ah, there's another door. No, not card 6. I really think if we step on one of those puddles, we'll be dead. Card 1, okay. Oh no, we're dead. Shit! That puddle was mean, it was right after the door transition. Ah, but we can do that. We really have a ton of health, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I hope it's safe before the fight. But do we have to go through all the talking? I hope we can skip that. Can we skip that? Wait a minute, he looks faster this time. Why is he faster this time? Maybe we have to use a ration that has chocolate so we can disable the acid. This worked in some other areas. Okay, we get the card here. Is that one with chocolate? Yes, this one is with chocolate, so we can use the ration to disable a field. I think we have to do that at the bottom. I think we have to do that here. We have to select the ration and then walk over that. Yep. And now we can probably open that door. No, we cannot. That's sad. Okay. Let's take card number 1. I think that's a new card. No, doesn't work. Maybe here. No, but also 6 doesn't work. No. And we continue searching. Maybe this. Yeah, this one works. Good. Hey, another one. Card 2, okay. Can we use card 2 right over here? No. So where is the door number 2? Okay, it's coming up. Let's run away. Maybe this one is door 2? I feel like this is probably the exit door after you've won the fight. There's certainly something. Card number 3. Oh, yes. Alright, this is like a Like a puzzle, you have to find the right order of those keys. Maybe that is number 3. No. And there is this door. This should be number 3 then. Yeah. We have to be really careful. If we enter one of those rooms, there could be some problem in there. Card number 4. 3, 2, 1. No. Then we have to run. Here maybe 2, 3, 4. Yes. Oh my god, that was really close. Lighter. Okay, we have a lighter already. There's nothing here. Wait, but a lighter, that's not so much. What else do we have? It's another one with chocolate. Okay, he's coming, let's run away. Shit. There is still something there. How can we enter there? Ah, it works. That was also very close. Okay, card number 5. I think now we can enter the bottom area. Let's lure Big Boss over here. Yep. Okay, now we run away. I think with 5 we can enter now here finally. Okay, careful. Okay, what is this? A spray. But I think we open all the doors. But we don't... Spray. A lacquer spray. Made from dimethyl ether and LP gas. The can says, do not use near open flames. Metallic grain color. I think we have a makeshift flamethrower over here, don't we? Don't use with flames. Well, that's all we have. Lightweight spray, yeah. Oh man, that is very cool. Dude. Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay, that is awesome. Hey, Big Boss, I got a surprise over here. Wow, that is very cool. Come down here. Gotcha. Okay, the AI is pretty stupid, but the fight is cool. Ah, he's red already, means he won't have much health left. Snake! It's not over yet! Yes, it is. It's not over yet! It's not over yet! Snake!
Boss defeated.
Yay! Alright! Since it didn't leave anything, I guess we can just go up and exit here. Ball game. Oh yeah. I think that's it. We destroyed Big Boss and Metal Gear. I think we're done. It's okay. It's me, Snake. Okay. Holly! Did I scare you? Sure. That was a close one. So, what's going on? What are you doing here? You said it yourself. Stay alive and we'll meet again sometime. So I did. That uniform was too tight in the chest. I feel much better now. Here, I stole this gun from the enemy. You can have it. Yeah, makes the hobby hard for a woman to use. Thanks. So, it's all over now, right, Snake? No, still have one more job to do. You can't be serious. I'm dead serious, Holly. Snake, no you can't. You want me to call you a cab? Oh my god, that wasn't funny, Snake. Too tight in the chest. Good old Kojima. This is Snake. Come in, Charlie. This is Charlie. Go ahead, Snake. I got a cartridge. I'm ready to return to base. Making my way to the rendezvous point now. Roger that. I'll meet you there. Any passengers? Just one. Blonde with a cute face. Sounds like a dream. Over and out. Holly, we've got to run as fast as we can to the rendezvous point. Think you can keep up? Is that a proposition, Snake? I'll take that as a yes. So, Holly, can you keep up? Huh? Ha! I'm very fast. Ha ha ha! How much cardio do you have? Ha 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 ha! Alright, let's go. Wait, there's still some dots? What is this? What? Dude, I think it's an escape scene. We just have to run. Whoa, man. Is that a trick? I'm afraid there will be more of those traps. I hope we can survive that. Wow, they're really generous. This is the second, or? We have already 4 rations. That's very generous. Guys, our leader is dead. It's over. Yeah, somehow they, I don't know, they just keep going. What the hell is taking you so long? We're going to be here till to Christmas. This is Charlie. I'm 10 kilometers from the rendezvous point. Hold tight a little bit longer. Over and out. Hurry. No! That game. No, we have to run the whole shit again? Come on, why didn't it save after the elevator like it's supposed to? Oh. I would say this game probably makes the list of top 5 games that are annoying after you already bought the boss, the final boss fight. Alright, blah blah blah. Let's go. For fuck's sake. Oh look, we don't even have an ammo limitation. We have seemingly unlimited ammo. Nice. There was some trapdoor and I don't remember where it was. I hope. Okay, I don't know. Okay, it's a short escape sequence so far, so it should be okay. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I really don't want to move from the entry here because I'm afraid that if I move from the entry, maybe we can make it like this. Okay, it seems we killed everybody in the location. Everybody died. What are we waiting for? The thing is, maybe we have to walk into the middle of the helipad, but there could also be a trap in the middle, so I don't want to risk anything. Does it just, is it a timer, or do we just, do we have to walk in the middle? Okay, let's try it. Okay, there's nothing happening. I think we have to wait. Paralysis by analysis. And we can't go back. Okay. Well, if we can't go back, then yeah, we have to wait here, I guess. Out of ammo? Snake! What, out of ammo? It's a chopper. We're saved. Charlie, you're late. Sorry, man. I didn't know to disturb you two lovebirds. Think we'll be home in time for Christmas? We'll be home in time for dinner, Snake. Let's go then. Looking forward to Christmas dinner. Sick of those rations. I guess this is the outro. Sounded kind of like Mega Man there. Good job, man. We finished Metal Gear 2. Unless there's another section, but I don't think so. That was a great effort with how the gameplay was. Well, I have to admit that I grew a little bit onto the game later on. I would say the game is a little too cryptic and a little too clunky at the beginning, and there's a lot of quirks and things you have to understand and get a hang of, and then eventually after a long time, so not after 20 minutes or an hour, but like after 3, 4, 5 hours in my case, you get more a hang of what the game is expecting you to do and how to play it, and then it starts to be more fun. But personally, I think that's not a good way how games should be, because no matter how good the game is at the end, you still have that beginning part that kind of sucks, where you don't know what to do, where the things that you try don't work. So I think there are better gameplay mechanisms that you instantly get a hang of, but you still need to get better at them and maybe put more parts together to get really good. So it's not the best way on how to build a game. For example, if we compare it to the previous game, to Metal Gear 1, in Metal Gear 1 everything was very straightforward and very easy to understand. So in Metal Gear 1 it took like a few minutes to get a hang of that you can easily punch people, you can easily shoot people, and how you do screen transitions, how you sneak, everything was very simple to understand. And so the game was fun basically from the beginning, and I enjoyed Metal Gear 1 very, very much. Now Metal Gear 2 I also enjoyed in the end, but it took a long time to get to the point where you know what the game wants from you, and maybe half of the game is already passed, which was not so fun for you. So maybe the first half is not so fun and the second half is fun, which means only half the game is fun. My thoughts, Metal Gear 1 and 2 were like a band's early albums before they signed with a major label. Yes, I think you can say that, but in that case I consider also Metal Gear Solid 1 the same way. It's just like you know, they got a new studio and the recording sounds better, but it's the same unpolished and a little niche sound that you create. Metal Gear Solid 1 I think is a similar game than Metal Gear 2. It's at the beginning very strange how you have to play, maybe a little unlogical, maybe a little unintuitive, but once you get a hang of it, you get a really cool and very interesting game. I think with the limitations of the system, technical simplicity is what they should have continued with the second game. I agree with that. Good work, Snake. The nightmares have stopped. I'm a free man now. I see, that's too bad. By the way, about that cartridge, is it really the one Dr. Mar? Oh, it's too fast. Holly, why don't we open it and find out? What about the cartridge? No need for that. The cartridge I brought back is Dr. Marv's. No question about it. Just put it in the MSX. All right, here it goes. Huh, nothing's happening. What on earth? Of course, Snake was right. There's no doubt about it. This is Dr. Marv's cartridge. What are you talking about? I don't see anything. Here, look closer. Dr. Marv left his signature on it. Right here. It says, Kill Marv. I see it now. It's written backwards. It's going to do the world a lot of good. Dr. Marv's last performance. He really loved games, didn't he? From the bottom of his heart. Dr. Marv was entangled in a pointless political game, and it cost him his life. But the game he left behind will save us, right, Snake? Snake? Where'd he go, Colonel? Snake? Snake! Snake! He promised to take me out to dinner. How low can you get? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess back in the day when this game was released, it was probably mind-blowing in many ways. I can imagine many things that appear in this game have never been done in any other game. And also story-wise, I mean, this was released in 1987, 88? 87, 88, I think. So that's like the time that Zelda 2 was released. And I mean, story-wise, this blows Zelda 2 out of the water, right? I mean, Zelda 2 is like the story, I'm the princess, please beat all the bad guys, thank you. End of story. So this is really cool in some ways, but I just wish it would be a little less cryptic. Yeah, it would, but you know, it's also my opinion, you know. I'm not like the god of gaming. It's like everybody has a different opinion. I just think I like game designs that pat you from the first with being super intuitive, but then have also enough space for complexity and perfection that with what you have at the beginning, which is intuitive, you will not be able to go through the whole game, but you have to improve and understand more so that you step up your game through the whole playtime. This is how I prefer a game. That like easy to get in, but hard to master and beat. And yeah, on the other hand, I can also say if I want to put out some criticism on Metal Gear 1, which maybe I like Metal Gear 1 a tiny bit more. For Metal Gear 1, the point is that maybe it was a little bit too easy, because you get a hang of the game very quickly because it's so intuitive, and then the challenge is not so big anymore. I think half the fun is learning the mechanics of these games. You have to meet the game halfway, whereas today everything is crafted toward the player. Yes. GG? Yes, Dev, GG. We have beaten it. Hey, we have again codename Deer. We already in the first game. Continue, 28. It's similar, I think, to what we had in the first game. Alert mode, 199. Whew. Humans killed, 712. Dude, Snake killed a whole army. Hell of an effort by internet. Ah, thank you, man. Well, I kind of have like a putting my head through the wall mentality. Like no stopping, no giving up. We'll just do it. Yeah, I don't regret it. It is a good game, and I think you can compare it to. I don't want to overstress these comparisons, but I think you can compare it to a modern day Dark Souls game or FromSoft game, where playing it for the first time is probably not the most fun time because you don't know what you have to expect. You don't know the mechanics yet. You don't know a lot of aspects. But if you replay it with already some of the understanding you have from the first playthrough, then the second playthrough is a lot more fun. And I feel like this game is similar. Like now that I know the mechanics, how to sneak, how to kill the enemies easily, how to access the elevators, and how to escape the alerts, I think the game will be much more fun. And I think this is somehow similar in the newer titles. So at least in Metal Gear Solid 1, I think it's the same. The final boss reveal, though. You mean Big Boss. I mean, I found it more impressive that you are battling Grey Fox, because Grey Fox had an appearance in Metal Gear Solid 1. And for me, that was always weird. Like in Metal Gear Solid 1, which we'll play next, by the way, it will be the next game we're playing. Grey Fox is appearing like it's some super famous character, but it's like some super famous character, and you never heard of him before. So I was like, my whole playthrough of Metal Gear Solid, it was like, what? Was it Big Boss though? He died in 1. I guess we'll know after we beat the whole franchise. Yeah, I don't know. So far, it looked like it was Big Boss again. I have to say, so let's go to the positives. We have talked about some negative aspects. Let's talk about the positive aspects of the game. The story was very cool. The final boss fight was awesome. I think the final boss fight was super awesome. It was probably one of the coolest boss fights in one of those old games that I've ever played. I'm just thinking about it quickly, like just thinking about some of the regular games that I played. I think it was the coolest final fight or end boss fight that I've had in these old games. It was really cool, like escaping, avoiding the acid, combining the cards, and then like having this makeshift weapon and fighting back. That was really cool. I liked it a lot. So the boss fight was really, really great. Even better than the one in, much better than the one in Metal Gear 1. So really enjoyed how hardly any fight was just like fire a lot at the enemy. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best parts of the game. That the boss fights are not too gimmicky, because then I don't like them, but they are not too simple, like just shoot for a while and everything will be fine. Almost every boss required you to think, yeah, use a specific weapon in a specific way, and not just, it's not like a instant win if you use the right item, but then you still have to battle it out. So you have to use the correct setup, and then you still have to do the battle and succeed. So yeah, the boss fights were probably the best part of the game. It starts already the first when you fight the Black Ninja in the first building, level 3. And he throws the ninja stars and is teleporting, and you have to evade and then shoot back. And still in the last fight where you have to assemble the weapon and then shoot back. That's also really cool. So yeah, I think the boss fights are really cool. I could see coming back to this game and playing it on medium difficulty or on original difficulty, because it is, I think, as I said, I think it's more fun on the second playthrough, and it is a good game, I'd say. There is some things that are bad objectively. So for example, what happened, sometimes you enter a room and due to some timer, a guard just stands precisely in front of the door that you're going through, and then you just walk through the door. There is no radar available, and it's just instant alarm. That is crap. So there are some things that are not good in the game, but I guess you have to say like that some, an alarm also doesn't mean a game over. You still can make it. So you have to get used to that some parts of the game are not fair. Some alarms are triggered. So that's just how the game goes. Playing extreme on Solid 1, I don't think so. I think we'll play like normal. Isn't there? I don't know. Some games have, I think, extreme and even European extreme, right? Yeah, I think we'll play like something like normal mode. Because I'm not so good at those games. Since I've only played Metal Gear Solid 1 for the GameCube, the Twin Snakes version. So I'm afraid we could get stuck somewhere. If you combine the controls of the first game and how the gods worked in the first one and pretty much everything else in Metal Gear 2, yeah, that sounds like a perfect classical game. I agree with that, yeah. That would be great. I think then we're getting close to unmetal. Never played the Twin Snake version. I think it's, as far as I heard, it's pretty much exactly the same with better graphics. There's really no difference at all. The music is different or something, but gameplay-wise, story-wise, from the levels, it's all the same. I get that they probably wanted guards to be smarter, but the controls made a really bad adjustment. Yeah, they put a lot more complexity in the guards. Also, don't forget, in the first game, the guards were only able to patrol in one screen, while in the second game, they were able to patrol over several screens. That was also a big change from technological standpoint. Means when you left the screen in the first game and you came back, the screen was completely reset. Because, there was only one screen was like in the memory, and one screen was loaded at a time. Now they basically loaded the whole map into the computer. And so also like the rations were only reset when you picked them up after you went to a new loading zone, for example, via elevator or changing a biome or something. So it was a much more ambitious project and technically far superior. But that automatically did not make for a better experience. So I do still like the mechanics of the first game very much, and I think the first game is much easier to pick up. Like, I can recommend anyone to pick up the first game and say like, hey, play Metal Gear 1, it's a cool game. I would not automatically suggest to people to play Metal Gear 2, because it's difficult to get into it. There's few explanations, and you need a long time to understand everything. Yeah, so my suggestion is, anyone who likes old games, boot up Metal Gear 1, give it a try. It's a very cool game. It's quite fun. I had a lot of fun with Metal Gear 1. It's also a cool story. And Metal Gear 2 is cool, but it's not so easy to get into. I mean, also like, you know, the tab code, you have to check for the manual, and then, you know, it starts with the Metal Gear, or with the Kojima craziness. Campbell says, I have a new codec frequency. Please check in the manual. There's a picture of my new codec frequency. And then you have to go through the manual and check on which page there's a photo of some frequency. It's like, it was cool that some guy thought about that, but the latest game that Kojima made is Death Stranding, and Death Stranding has none of this. And that's the rationale that I'm going to use. I think over the years, Kojima learned more and more what works well and what doesn't work so well. And I think he got a good hang of what is going great and what is going a little too far. And he started removing or reducing the parts that go a little too far. Like going through all the pages in the manual to find a codec frequency. I don't enjoy that. And I think in Metal Gear Solid you have the same. If I remember correctly, there's a codec frequency at the back of the package, which you have to find. I don't know how that will go because I don't have the package. But I think it's something like that, so... yeah. I also need to be aware that you can't figure something out without help. Yeah. Like the thing that was released when the game was released, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how that will go. Maybe on a second playthrough it would be interesting if we can find any way to understand something, or maybe there's a small hint somewhere. Anyway, it was a really enjoyable experience. Let's see. Last time when we beat the game... oh, cool, there's a save. Yeah, of course. I mean, we beat the game, so I think there needs to be a New Game Plus file. Let's save it. Last time we beat the game for Metal Gear 1, there were some additional modes for the game. Maybe it's the same here. Let's check if we have anything new. Boss Survival. Yeah, that looks like a new mode. Normal, easy back. Best record. Codename Chicken. Is that like a... it sounds like a boss rush mode. That's cool. Black Ninja is easy. Running Man, easy. Hind D, not so easy. Horseman was easy. Night Fright was... what was Night Fright? I'm not sure. Metal Gear D. Night Fright would... no, I don't remember. Maybe we'll check that out another time. Wait, can we... endgame, here we can go back. Okay, so... back to game select. Okay, so I think tomorrow we can start with Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 1, by the way, is not on the disc. We had to download it from the PlayStation Store, which was not an easy thing to connect a PlayStation 3 in the year 2023 to the online store and download something. That was a little difficult. And well, then afterwards we have a few more games here. Sons of Liberty, MGS2, then Peace Walker, and Metal Gear Solid 3. So, hyped. I'm hyped too. Even more, I mean, since I played Metal Gear Solid 1 a long time ago, I'm not super hyped. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm more hyped for the other parts that I've never seen before. So, gonna be looking forward to that. All right, I think we call it a stream here. It got late, and today we don't want to make it extra late in case we don't eat, because we already beat the game. So I'll call it a stream here. and we'll continue with more Metal Gear tomorrow. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I had a lot of fun. I hope you too. So, see you for Metal Gear Solid.